Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we're going to taste the new Old Forester 1924. Now this is different in a couple of different ways. This is a mixture of two mash bills, which is basically their Old Forester mash bill and their what used to be Early Times mash bill. I'm sure they got plenty of that Early Times whiskey left in their warehouses and wanting to get rid of it. It's a 10-year-old whiskey, and it was also aged in a warehouse on Howard Street instead of their distillery in Shively.
Okay.
And it's 100 proof, not bottled and bond because it's two different mash bills and two different distilleries technically. You know, because they have two DSP numbers there, and in Shively, one was the old Early Times Distillery's mash bill or distillery number, and the other one was the Old Forester distillery number.
Okay.
And when they moved the Old Forester stills to Shively, they moved the DSP with it.
DSP with it. Okay.
Yeah. So technically, this is cannot be a bottled and bond because of that, but it is still a very good product. I'm sure. I've never tasted it yet. If you and you haven't either.
No.
This just came out the other day, and
yep. Part of their Whiskey Row series.
Part of their Whiskey Row series.
Which I'm a fan of. I think most of the ones that they've got are...
Oh, I'm really a fan of anything Old Forester does.
Yeah.
Some are better than others.
Right.
But they do a very good job of making their whiskey.
Now this one's on the higher end, right, of price?
Yeah, this is like $120 or something like that.
Which with Old Forester, that's expensive for Old Forester. Most of the Whiskey Row stuff is 60 around that $60, $80
right
range. So this one's a jump, but it is the 10-year-old.
It is a 10-year-old, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's nose it. Definitely, I'm getting some of the Old Forester kind nosing things. I get, you know, get that hint of banana, the caramel.
Yeah, immediately, like that banana for me, like you said, that's the first thing I smell, and then the caramel hits.
But I'm also getting a little bit
after.
of, you know, to me, the Early Times whiskey that they made there always had a little bit of a Fritos corn chip type nose, and I'm getting that. Yeah, because it was a very high corn recipe compared to Old Forester.
And I think there is a mash bill, right, and it's like 73% corn. After they mix the two together, right? Yeah, it ends up being like 73% corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 79, maybe it's even more.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, I
because I think Old Forester's mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. And the Early Times mash bill was 80-10-10.
Ah, okay.
So that would make it, the average would be around 76, 78%, I guess. You know.
Oh, there's like lots of banana, lots of brown sugar.
Yeah. It's got a good nose. I like it.
But it is like you said, like you can smell it smells like Old Forester quite a bit.
But you got that hint of Early Times still in there, you know. So let's taste the sip. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. There's a lot of barrel influence in that one. I think that.
Yeah, a lot of oak tannins. Matter of fact, it's verging on being a little too tannic. With 10 years in a heated warehouse.
I think it dips just underneath too tannic, but but
it's
right there.
But it's verging on becoming too tannic.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But man, that like chocolate, banana, caramelly, all the stuff you love about like an Old Forester and an Early Times, you know.
Yeah.
Particularly, I get a little bit more of that banana, even in the taste, than regular Old Forester.
Yeah.
Everything's like heightened. I think it's a good sip of whiskey.
Yeah, it's a very good sip of whiskey. I was watching a review of this that somebody did on YouTube, and they were saying they were hoping they'd come out at 125, barrel proof or something like that. And I personally think that if they did that, it would be way too tannic.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason they decided on 100 proof, besides the 100th anniversary thing that they're doing here, is that, that allowed them to take some of that tannic flavor out.
Yeah. See, for me, that would almost become like, like how they, these restaurants stuff do like hot wings challenges and stuff. It almost would become a challenge of, how much heat can you take on the finish, if it's at like 125, I think that would just burn it up, and you wouldn't get any like of the good flavors that we're picking up now.
Well, they'd be there, but they'd be overpowered by that oak tannin, that bitter oak tannin.
Yeah.
I tell you, Brown-Forman knows what they're doing when they bottled it at 100 proof.
Yeah, yeah.
100 proof is a good proof.
Yep, I think you're right. Yep.
So let's try it for dried cranberry.
Oh, I really like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Banana Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Banana, lots of caramel, hint of vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of a cinnamon spice.
Yep.
Until you get to the finish, and then it's like oak and cinnamon.
Yeah. And the finish is a little lighter, but I don't hate that because it was a strong oaky finish.
Well, it took a lot of the wood out.
Yeah.
The cranberry took a lot of the wood out, and to me, I like it better with the cranberry than I do straight up.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's really good. So what kind of cocktail would you make with this one so far? If you were...
Oh, I'd probably go for a whiskey sour.
Whiskey sour. I think it would make a great whiskey sour.
Let's try it with pecan. Surprisingly, that did not make it overly tannic.
Mm-mm.
It did bring out some of those chocolate notes.
It really did, yeah.
And I'm also getting more apple on the fruit.
Mm-hmm. Apple. And then I get a lot of baking spices there, like cinnamon and nutmeg.
Right. Maybe just a hint of ginger.
Yeah. I mean, that to me, like, it's like a fall or almost a wintry flavor for me, like you get those baking spices are really accentuated with the pecan.
Right.
That was really good. I think that might be my favorite.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, my favorite version.
Let's try a piece of chocolate. That's interesting. It brought out for me a little bit of an orange flavor, and it was almost like eating one of those chocolate orange candies. The orange that you smash. It breaks into slices of this chocolate with surrounding an orange cream.
Yeah. I get that. Little bit more of a peppery kind of spice on it, almost like a pepper jelly.
Yeah.
And then the finish, nice oaky, very good with the chocolate as well.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. I think it lends itself well to both sweet and savory.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So
good bottle.
Here you go, Brown-Forman. Keep up the good work.
Good addition to the Whiskey Row series.
Cheers. And remember to always drink responsible. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe and
Subscribe, give us a like.
Yeah.
Yep. Comment below.
Right.
Let us know what you think.
yes.